myself, Minnesota probably won't let Kirk Cousins out of the building. They're probably going to give him some money to re-sign. Let's assume that Kirk Cousins, let's assume he goes to Minnesota.
Okay, stinks.
I mean, he stays in Minnesota. I don't know that the Raiders, who've seen him up close in person for 4 games over the last 2 years, are going to want to. Plus, I don't think Antonio Pierce is, as a head coach, personality match with Russell Wilson. So let's cross that off as well.
Charge is set.
We believe in him. So they kind of already
Guards the objective.
out there saying, nah, I don't really want no Russell Wilson. What it is. So I'm looking at that and saying, well, they probably like Justin Fields.
Bomb offline.
Serious about getting rid of him. So let's cross them off the list and say that's not a landing. So now you're down to 2. You're down to the Atlanta Falcons. And here's a wild card team for you. I'm going to tell you about that. It would be interesting if Atlanta doesn't land Kirk Cousins, because I don't think Baker Mayfield will go to Atlanta. Right there with a team that knows him. So if you think, okay, Kirk Cousins isn't going to, he's going to stay in Minnesota. Baker Mayfield stays over there. There's a window of opportunity in Atlanta for him. But do Raheem and company want to deal with that, with those young players and Russell Wilson in Atlanta? Good receivers, good running game, solid defense. I don't know that they want to do that either. So here's what it makes all the sense. Really, can Dan Quinn, who knows Russell Wilson from his days in Seattle,
HVA, we are almost out of time.
I don't know if they had conflict. I don't know any of that. It's any coincidence.
Opposite sides of the ball.
Semtex going out.
I need to build my roster. I need to get players. I'm sitting at the 2. There's quarterbacks in the draft. And, you know, we can draft if we choose to do so, but it's only costing me $1 million. Potentially, who is, by the way, one of the top quarterbacks, top second.
Well executed, HVA. Continue on mission.
It's like bottom of the second tier quarterbacks right now in the National Football League. International, he is a starting quarterback in the National Football League. Build my roster because he fits perfect in my system. Smaller quarterback.
Switching sides.
Still has some run capabilities, and he can get the ball out extremely quick and fast, like they like to do in the air raid system. Does that make sense for Washington?
Here's the objective.
Especially if they don't get what they like at the quarterback position. Let's say Caleb goes, or let's say Jaden Daniel goes as one, or now they're sitting there, and you're saying, even if I wanted to draft,
We're in the league.
I got a veteran in Russell Wilson that can be a slot guy for a short amount of time to give us what we're looking for. How do we win? We run the football, we play hard-nosed defense, because I would want a Super Bowl. If I was there, that's a good fit in my opinion. I don't know their relationship, but from Washington, $1 million, I'm looking at that.
Okay. We're going to talk about this a little later. I believe that with the new owner and Josh Harris,
The bomb has been planted.
In Washington, they want to start over, start fresh, and rewrite and fuse to that traditional, emotional dynamite. I'm using the old name from the past. And I'm trying to trade up in Chicago to get Caleb Williams because he's from D.C. We're going to go into that more in just a few minutes. I don't know that Russell Wilson would flip the new switch in D.C. the way a Caleb would, giving new hope, because Russ was such a quote-unquote failure in Denver. He went 11-19 as their starting quarterback. Okay. Used a great analogy for Sean Payton. He said, when I call I would tell the kids at home, don't try that at home. Don't try that. It probably won't work.
Hopefully kids are on their way to school right now.
It's a cartoon sort of reference with cartoon. Dallas before Jerry Jones bought the Dallas Cowboys, and that was the end of the old regime. Graham, running the old regime, had slated Paul Hackett as the next Dallas Cowboys head coach. The point is, well, you could argue after what he did for years before, and I was very close to Thurman, but it was a grind. Probably not cut out to be a head coach. But we see that again and again. And like father, like son, I'm not sure Nathaniel is cut out to be a head coach. He got thrown into a fire. And Denver's another sleeping giant of a tradition here. They got lots of Super Bowl tradition. Obviously, Peyton won the last one. And now what? Nathaniel Hackett and he is rusted. I'm going to give you
Bomb is armed.
over the last 2 years, he was the most sacked quarterback in all of pro football. I'm going to give you that. And yet, you talk about 50-50 blame. I think that should be split about 50-50 because Russ is Russ was Caleb Williams before Caleb Williams. In his glory days in Seattle, he's off script, off platform. He's out of the pocket. He's going to make up plays. He was at his best. He was creating on the backyard fly, right? His first, say, 5 years in the league, he was difficult to control because he went out of 5'11", 5'11 and a half, maybe.
What you gotta understand, though, Skip, is
Victory. The GDR owes you a debt of gratitude.
That's a wrap. Prepping for evac.
To me,
Hostile proximity mine.
Earn 6% cash back when you use your American Express Cash Preferred card on select U.S. streaming subscriptions.
Said yesterday in Dallas that he's very confident a new deal will get done with Jerry Jones because he helps the team. Well, that's debatable, but Keyshawn, I'm going to let you try one more time to convince me. What's your reaction to Dak's comments as of yesterday?
the same thing I told you yesterday before we made the contract. You said, well, it didn't go so well the first time around after his rookie deal when he needed to renegotiate. And I told you, simple. 2 years. Okay. And whether he was so...
About maybe a little bit of a change up to how everything's going, so he could potentially be on the hook for $37 million to the Denver Broncos if they were able to move on for him. To work out battle, who knows if it was personality reasons, who knows if it was off the field, who knows if it was just quarterback play. Him and Cortland Sutton were able to build up a massive relationship. He gave a thank you to Denver. He thanked everybody in there. He thanked the preacher man, he thanked the cafeteria, he thanked his teammates, he thanked the community of Denver, he thanked the fans of Denver, the video people he thanked,
Guys who mow the lawn,
training people he thanked,
everybody.
equipment managers in the
Real fielder.
They made great sandwiches. Thank them.
They gave him a big future. Yep.
Just because.
Which no one ever got.
No, it's all that kind of thing. Who did not think?
I think he did think Sean Payton and coaches.
Oh, yeah. $35.4 million in dead cap next year.
Dropped him.
diehard Steelers fan. Is Russell Wilson going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler on a veteran main contract?
I would say the chances are likely to very likely that he's going to be a Pittsburgh.
How about that? That's how every team is sounding right now. Like,
should.
Russell Wilson? Top 10 quarterback. What are we going to pay him? Nothing? Love this guy. That's a real conversation happening with all these teams that are quarterback needy right now. And Russell Wilson went from this guy, we don't want on our team. A lot of people say. The narrative about Russell Wilson for the last couple years has certainly changed. The danger when there's this there. Broncos, let's ride, all this stuff.
Defense objectives.
Vastly different fashion than it was in Seattle.
HVA mission clock is dry.
In Seattle, you see they were winning. In Denver, they were awful. So all this stuff that Russell Wilson did his entire career, being basically a movie quarterback. The epitome of what a NFL quarterback would be
Hostile
like.
spy plane
On the
established
sideline,
overhead.
his workout, on the internet, on the field. How they would draw a character to be if they were an NFL quarterback. Giving back to the community, speaking the way
Well
most
executed,
are
HVA.
positive, like
Continue on
actually
mission.
saying, clear ass, full hearts, we're going to win. Other adults in real life, you know, all that was be love. They're going to change their point. What? They're like, this guy sucks. Get this guy out of here. How is this guy taken seriously?
Switching rally points.
$1 million for next year's salary. Everybody that was thinking that needs quarterback. We'll take future Hall of Fame quarterback for $1 million. It's a wild turn of events over the last 24 hours.
I mean, Russ at 30
Exterminate the
million,
objectives.
No, I'm okay. I'm good. But Russ at $1 million or whatever the bet is, he had 26 touchdowns and 8 interceptions last year. The last 2 years, the last 2 seasons, the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterbacks.
They are taking control.
24 total passing touchdowns. TJ Watt has 24 and a half sacks over that time. 4 sacks and passing touchdowns. So, you know, a potential future Hall of Famer who has done it, who has been there, who did enjoy.
Bomb planted. Hold your positions.
Patricia with that corner.
Yeah, I'm thinking if they would take him, why not? I mean, for that price tag, yeah, I think I would.
You think him and Artie Smith good?
Oh yeah, absolutely. What would you know?
What is your problem?
Yeah, dude,
Artie Smith
you're going to do
Enemy
point,
deleted.
I don't know. I just don't know. Artie Smith's a bit of a hard ass. I think we know that his father is a Wolverine. So I think he's got a little bit of that in the end. So I was just initially thinking, like, well, maybe the Giants. All these reports are coming out. They fired the Bulls. You know, like, maybe we wouldn't get along. We'd say ridiculous. So I guess I'm not.
O'Connell and he.
Hostile
I think
marksman.
that could work. Also, maybe like.
Now, granted, everybody in the Vikings organization from we've been told, and we only talk we love to have Kirk back.
Yeah.
We love to have Kirk Cousins back. They love Kirk Cousins over there. Vikings fans love Kirk Cousins. The building loves Kirk Cousins. Like Travis
Placing salt
Jefferson
pack.
loves Kirk Cousins. Like everybody loves Kirk Go. Okay, I think what Kirk has made business-wise throughout his entire career leads us to believe that there's going to be a team that will pay him what its market value is worth. Is Minnesota going to be able to do that with what they're going to do for Justin Jefferson, who obviously homegrown, drafted, our guy, our star, best player on the field whenever he's on the field. They've already said they're going to pay him. Who knows if it's possible? But if like Florida was alluding to on Pro Football Talk, in about an hour or so, that Kirk Cousins and Atlanta are seemingly down there. Makes sense that Arthur Blank, who just a couple years ago, $1 million for Deshaun Watson, or $200 million for Deshaun Watson, one through the Desmond Ritter era here, one through the Arthur Blank era. You bring back Raheem Morris, you have weapons, you have a town that wants like explosive things. Maybe they just pay a full price for Kirk Cousins for 2 years. They gotta write things. We don't know what all Florida's with damn near anybody. Now the weapons they have, obviously Jordan Addison's a dog.
but don't you think it is also possible? Like we just talked about, you bring in a guy because like he's not. There are a few places where he would be the starter probably if he signed with them, but in a lot of these cases, like about him coming in to compete with Kenny, like he's not going to be handed anything, and like I don't think Russell Wilson can actually get
That's a win. All forces head to exfil location.
I think that's why a lot of
The battle goes to the bold.
it's not.
If you're Russell Wilson, you're he's worth nothing. Why not? Jesus. Is that because he's not going to New England or something?
Well, I don't think it has to do with New England.
Are you going to die right now?
No, I'm not going to die. I'm going to have to do my door after.
Shoot people at him.
That was the greatest.
Huh?
Some would say that. I would go.
What?
Hour and 20.
What?
Great that hard.
Hour and 20.
Pulled into the lot and then left.
Got here finally.
Got here after an hour and 20 minutes.
5 minutes before show starts. Finally gets been watching this car drive through Indiana.
Demolition.
Yeah.
Looked like the Skywriters spelling out like Willie Berry.
Getting all the way here.
Yeah.
Did not have another order to drop off. Literally have no idea how this became the path to get here.
Me neither.
We're following along. You're growing in anger.
Oh, yeah.
Growing in anger.
Yes.
Because you gave it
Early because I was extra hungry.
Yeah, because long night last night.
Bomb planted. Hold your positions.
Yeah, the whole thing happens. Then
Wipe out the
finally
objective.
gets into parking lot.
Fine.
Turns around. Hits the gate from shutting back.
Yep.
We're watching it all take place.
Outside. Outside we're watching.
We just got this hour and 20. Connor's obviously a bit dramatic. He leaves, goes into the neighborhood across the street. You shoved an entire
Waste.
egg omelet down your
Thank you very much.
Hostile
I
down.
appreciate that. You are happy. But if you could have taken from us,
I like that.
right?
Wonderful stuff.
Reported that on this for a very, very long time. But revenge for us could say, Minnesota's awesome, Justin Jefferson's awesome. I just think we can go to break and after so talk to Leslie. He goes, hey, we can make this guy.
Is he a Raider?
No. Do they know who the Raiders are right now?
That was clipped from
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Italian, man.
That is what was being said about him. He was so mad. See, they too close.
Hostile sniper's working.
Because you're done. Those Cleveland does this. And all of a sudden, people, that's all they see. And all of a sudden, I mean, seriously,
Enemy
what
napalm
we-
strike incoming.
Hurry up.
I don't know if now's the time. Josh McDaniels, when they were running the Raiders, sure. What's joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is a racist old Italian man, Michael Lombardi. Talking about something that
Talk
you're
it
not
down.
talking about, but you popped your mouth off about, and you're incredibly racist. The Raider way. We're talking about the Raider way. Now, obviously, you got clipped out of context by Doug Cleveland.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
Like some strange cat somewhere in a basement in Israel. Yes, exactly.
I think we don't know. Now, there's a lot of information accruers on the internet, and we have fallen victim, obviously, to a couple times of clips being taken out of context, quoted, and sent out, and it's a part of the NFL storyline and sports headlines. It's going to happen. This is the new modern day. It's assassinated. I can see how you get pissed off. We would like to let you know.
Fight back. Yeah, hey, I'm gonna fight back, man. I'm not gonna let that guy do work.
Gotcha back.
Hostile spy plane established overhead. MTC is running down.
That's all I'm talking about. And so, you know, I think that anytime you try to, you know, engage somebody who's been beating you on a consistent basis, I'm not sure that's a smart strategy. I mean, you can go back in time, Napoleon's time, when they don't have a wrestler. The Chiefs, they won 180. Like, I'm just saying, in a way, look, just keep it quiet.
Top off your ammo. We're going back in.
Listen, you're allowed to have your opinion. You've been in every position. Very well. You're allowed to do what you're allowed to do. You've been around the league for however long you want. You're like going back. I don't think you're a racist.
Switching sides.
When we're talking about the Raider way, like the boys mentioned, he's going to be worth, his veteran min is what, $1.15 million, because our Broncos are going to pick up $39 million or whatever the case is. So, like, there's a lot of teams that are quarterback needy. They're all of a sudden like, wait a minute, Mr. Danger, which especially at that cost to their salary cap and to their team, I think it's going to have a pretty, I think personally, I might be wrong, there's going to be a lot of people interested if it could be a $1 million, $2 million deal for your quarterback. Raiders would not replace him. Like Russell Wilson is what, complete opposite of a Raider.
Female operator killed.
Outside speaking about getting guys that can run, that are big.
Isn't it also? I might be wrong.
She's crazy. Attack off. Deploy napalm strike.
Nobody should do that. Now I can't judge everybody, but the reality of this is whatever nickel he earns over the minimum salary, he's got Denver gets off the hook. So his capped earnings.
Charges set.
You're not going to pay him a salary contract guy. Now you can put incentives in there and do all that stuff. I don't know if the incentives come off the Denver. It probably does. So to take that in terms of if he wins for you.
You can't take me down.
This is a middle, right? And you've got to come in and prove yourself, which is where he is. And I think ultimately that's going to appeal to some teams. It may not appeal to Russell, though.
Assault pack here.
Well, I would assume, that's interesting, like Russell.
Sims requesting attack chopper deployment.
39 from
Attack chopper, establish the
off the hook. It's probably something he's like, man, they're going to pay me. These people are going to pay me. So I just assumed that he would be on board with that. We will see over the next couple of weeks. Kirk Cousins is to leave Minnesota. Minnesota's a perfect place for him, isn't it? With Minnesota, with
Enemy care package above.
Is that what your thoughts are?
Hostile spy plane established overhead. SITREP, the bomb has been planted. Hostile strafe run inbound. Bomb deactivated. Artillery target detected. Artillery inbound. Bomb online.
Offset that state income tax. That's a hard thing. That's challenging for the team. So I think that because unless somebody moves out of the winter, I think Minnesota's going to be in it. But where does Minnesota go? They can decide that. Somebody like Boston buying time.
Appreciate you, Lombo. We love you, brother. Hey, remember, this is the wrong breakdown.
Westbrook Battalion in a row home. There ain't nothing going to hit me. And let me say this to you, dude. I have this to you, dude. And I can verify. I was MF by Alameda Sport Down.
Withdraw. Withdraw. The Reds have got us beat.
Squad mates down. Mission Fubar. Request immediate evac.
Always say.
Absolutely.
That's why it goes through something that I liked. Big, loud wind, boom, boom, boom. I found my new home. And I found my new home in this place. You know, because we found love in all of this place.
That's why we thought him and Kevin James were so good together. Because they are really quarterback.
Yeah, you're right. We thought Kevin James, trumping.
Yeah.
The largest dead cat in history. The way that story can be told by Russell Wilson.
Not by a little.
$45 billion difference for the largest dead cat. Matt Ryan. Aaron Rodgers. Okay. Carson Wentz. No, it can't be. And Russell Wilson. Again. It's the whole story and the Russell Wilson thing. We're the most unbelievable quarterback in the history of the NFL. This is better than a Hall of Fame president. I'm taking quarterback. He goes 12 to say that. Literally all day, every day. And I'm playing on a veteran man with the highest payout. This is my best chance of rolling. It's not like the story that The Last Dance documentary. Now that motivated Russell Wilson to be Russell Wilson that we've seen play very good football. Or Russell
Demolition.
Wilson with this whole thing, which we have not seen Russell Wilson start doubting himself. Didn't sound like it in the thing. Didn't sound like it anything like that.
God.
Damn right.
Amen. Well said.
Franchise tag about 3 hours and 30 minutes until the timeline. T. Higgins has been tagged in Cincinnati. Okay.
Yep.
He's back. Now remember, he was asked at his locker about taking Jamar Chase was asked about taking less money for T. Higgins. It was very unfortunate. Locker. Let's move on. What are we talking about? T. Higgins is back. He's tagged $21.8 million in money. T. Higgins is obviously here in the Cincinnati Bengals. T. Higgins would have wanted a long-term deal with a lot more money guaranteed for the rest of his life. To be an income earner. $21.8 million guarantee over the next year. Still have time. accomplish together. A happiness and celebration that no other city in the world is allowed to have but yours. Both on Sundays and through the week. Celebrate. Parades are a good thing. We do not ever stop making that for this. Here's the post. That's why I don't like the thought of ranking celebrating and being happy in this world more often. But in that celebration, ladies and gentlemen, hammer to the body. Absolutely.
We're almost out of time.
On a microphone, it says, I'll be back. 3 more years. We're gonna do this thing. His agent immediately tweets, cut them off! And a microphone out in the Katz brothers are obviously incredibly hilarious. He's now potentially the free agent. Alongside the man from Miami.
Bomb is armed.
What's his name on me?
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Every snap and pretty much is our heart and soul are football.
So he's real.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not in Indianapolis.
Anybody
Target eliminated.
Tagged in Carolina, John Allen tags defensive end Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman.
Destroyed.
In Florida. Joining us now is legend. Let me make sure I get this stat. This is from Netflix Old Dads. How this guy's playing. And he's so how did this one human's brain do? I don't know. Would go on to be the most watched film worldwide on Netflix in its first and second week on the platform. 29.6 million views. It's New England. Fantastic one. You can see them in the Dynasty series on Apple, which people are calling
Fox mine place.
Ladies and gentlemen, the legend of Joe. How are you? Yeah, I like shovel bodies a little bit. Yeah, but you're a movie star. Yeah, this guy's a movie star right here. Movie star right there. Your face is more beautiful. I gotta be zoomed out. I gotta be zoomed out.
I gotta tell you, I missed the tank top. You know, I missed old Patty Gunn. What happened?
What is inspirational? I know. What? But you gotta remember with those tank tops, I was really fat. Those things were very loose. You know, those were very loose, but I only had to do one.
Hostile sentry.
Helicopter is ready to deploy.
Tank tops are coming back though, Bill. We're almost in the season. You know, we're almost in the season here in Indiana.
Stone authorizing attack helicopter tasking.
Enemy spy plane inbound. Enemy spy plane inbound.
Yeah, you're a director. You're a producer. You're taking a camera. I mean, it is a while since they have a
Show those imperialists. This was no fluke.
It's just all over the
Smoke check.
Switching rally points.
Bossy Potter, he got a brand new tag. We're talking about Grandma Saggy Arms. He's got a brand new tag that says we're on to Cincinnati. Quoted by who? William Stevens.
Liquidate all objectives.
Okay, so we got a big time Patriots fan on the microphone.
Enemy care package above.
Well, you gotta give it up. That's one of the most
We're taking control.
Again, attached. A lot of guys back in the 90s when they went for the trial
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
They got the inner arm, so
The bomb has been planted.
for that. I don't know, as far as like tattoos like that, I'm a big fan of a post-it. You know?
be off. My last day off is Thursday. I work Friday, Saturday. I think I should be off Saturday. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so tomorrow and Thursday off. Why? Why do you ask me any question?
It would boost their testosterone for an act back, allegedly. Like the science they were using.
They're entertaining us, and they want to keep doing it. I have no problem with it.
Have you heard about these the Lloyd Olympics are happening? The Lloyd Olympics are taking place. Have you heard about this?
Yes, I have. But we got the flashlight now, and it's just like we kind of reach the limit of like, you know, what skiing and shooting a bow and arrow, whatever the hell that song was. Like, what do we do now? What do we do now? Legal. You're like steroids is going to be the next week as far as it's going to be legal.
Well, I don't know who's going to win the Olympics. We are worried about all the muscles that are going to be pulled, though. Yeah. But the recovery is about to be
Back next day.
better than ever.
I thought it was the tendon. The tendon snap.
So,
Muscle grows bigger. First of all, Pat, let's not act like you didn't do a couple of cycles.
we're currently enjoying science, Joe. Hey, Johnny, talk to him.
Demolition.
It doesn't know what your butt cheek looks like.
Protect the objectives.
Don't know, right? I thought that the muscle would make it bigger, but it didn't make the tendon stronger, so that's what ended up giving. That's what I heard.
Okay. You have an entire bit on steroids. It sounds like right now you're touring, right? Coming to Indiana, Indianapolis, I believe, on Saturday, starting a tour. Okay, so start the tour, middle of the tour.
We just began. This is my third weekend out.
How do we feel?
And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm going to pat myself on the back. I'm having some of the best shows in my career. Look, I got 2 hours. I'm getting ready to shoot a special at some point this year. I'm doing little boxing, little old dad white ball in the hair for 22-second round.
Are you one of those rumble classes? Are you in rumble classes, or are we actually going into like a fight club?
Oh no! I'm like my shoulders are so messed up. And it's so funny. It's just like from sports. So I kind of held myself like this without even knowing my shoulders were up, and then I was push up with the wrong form. That's all it was. I wish it was a better story than that. It wasn't. Sorry, I was just trying to protect yourself, trying to play the social cuts.
Let's talk about the set. You said something that shows you back. Is it crowds? Is it good? Like, why do you think so? Oh, we're just sitting this time. 2 hours is a lot of shit, right?
Yeah, my place is in a good place. I think I've just sort of relaxed and slowed down. I think I was always going a little too fast for a while. But now, I don't know.
The mission clock is expiring.
No. In a month from now,
Drop
I
some.
can paint my act. You know, the ups and downs. Right now,
You run, you mentally start overthinking it? Is that real?
yeah, you mess it up, people start booing you.
So, whenever you're thinking of the shit,
down.
I'm in person, or you have to go to a place, like, as you're walking through life, you're thinking, you go and sit down and have an entire, like office hours, like night work, like, I'm thinking of shit now.
You performed as expected, crew. Prepare to redeploy.
I have not done that since the 90s. Somewhere along the line, you guys like Tony B. See something, start talking about it, like, so then you just become everyday life, you do something funny on the way home.
Switching rally points.
On our way to a bar, if you were going to go tell your friend what happened, you wouldn't write it all down and memorize it. You would just tell them, and you'd tell them the story. Right?
Neutralize the
Because you're
objectives.
comfortable with your friends. But then when you get in front of an audience, you don't know these people, only you're talking, or you say pressure, that's when it becomes something else to get outside of yourself. So if you just kind of treat the crowd like you're going to go meet your buddies at the Applebee's or something like that, it makes you really relax. You don't worry
Form
about
active.
references, will they get this, will they not? You're just talking
Bomb defused.
So I can't wait to watch you this weekend, brother. We are very pumped to get your back traveling. That you're stopping in India.
Bomb planted. Hold your position.
How's your fucking feel?
You're an absolute animal. But for me, it seems like you're just over to the right. Do you have any of those moments where you kind of back up?
Yeah, well, I mean, you just don't see them. I don't film them. So, like, yeah,
I'm in proximity, Mike.
Hostile RCXT in your AO. Bomb online.
Where? At the club?
I was saying the last act of a selfish person is to die without their affairs and murders that ask for a giant memorial. Now, you have to be of a certain age to understand how friggin' selfish
Proximity mine was destroyed by hostile action.
They don't even know what a
Charge is diffused.
But I'm of that age where people die, and I just find convincing that even in death, don't want to be a burden to narcissists. It's how they live on. Is they create all these arguments. Well, he would want me to have the car and all of that stuff. It's the way because it's the one thing a narcissist cannot deny.
How's your fucking feel?
Is their own mortality. So everything else they can debate. They're just as smart as brain surgery and but if we're gonna die someday, they cannot defeat that, so they just completely ignore it and just leave a giant mess for everybody.
Charges set.
You got this, you got 1,000 antiques that they want to buy, obviously, so everybody has to divvy it up all over the place.
See, this is the problem. There's too much explanation needed for it to get a laugh. But I can tell you right now.
I was telling the others why it was funny. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Like an old dog on a porch.
Alright, you have a drink. What do you do at this stage? You acknowledge what just happened to the crap, you got something.
I sort of just laugh at myself. I was like, why did I think these kids in their 20s were going to understand what it's like to be 55? Why would I?
Alright, let's talk about your fandom. Let's talk about something else that you're in. Once again, Newburgh comes to town. Go.
The capitalists will remember this defeat.
TACOM, mission area secure. Dispatch cleanup crew.
Absolutely, it sounds so beautiful. Speaking of something that was beautiful, that's the Patriots. I'm
trying to rhyme something with dementia, though. I will tell you that.
Maybe you say like the mention. Like the concept. I think we can get there. I think you can figure it out.
Does anything rhyme with bankrupting a construction company?
Orange Town's gonna get you. Orange is gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough one.
And it's all tough. This is just
getting lost off a stage. Yeah, that's one I think that makes it into my algorithm. I think with your brain though, you can figure it out. Oh yeah. What were you talking about?
No, I'm giving people a relief. I'm not even talking about it. I'm just acting like it isn't happening.
That's so smart. Hey, good for us, dude. Good for us. People say that's not, like, we shouldn't do that. It's our, civil duty to pay attention. It's like, I'm not the right guy anymore.
game, week 50.
There you go.
You're using the NFL package, but you're not watching it.
Exactly. Okay, good news. I would like to talk about the NFL a little bit, though, because you're part of something that is going to be remembered alongside the NFL for a long time. The greatest dynasty in the history of the NFL. Congrats to New England.
Congrats. You know it.
Congrats to New England Patriots.
Well, I would actually debate that. They were team of the decade. Team of the decade, 2 decades in a row. I just don't, I think a dynasty when I was growing up meant nobody else got a ring. All right? So, like, I would say, like what the Yankees did in the late 90s, they won 3 and 4 years. And that was somebody's, like, money years as a hitter and as a pitcher, and you just weren't on the Yankees, so you didn't get one. This stuff now, they're trying to say the Chiefs are a dynasty, and it's just like, I remember a bunch of other teams winning during their time, and that, but, you know, AFC championship games count. Like, I don't know. I would say they're team of the decade.
The Patriots.
2 decades in a row. It's incredible.
All right, so with that in mind, this documentary,
I love that it gets around this stuff. That was just a massive
Demolition.
It's a refresh button.
Well, because I didn't want to debate you.
Neutralize the objectives.
About your opinion on Dynasty is first team of the decade, is because I would assume if you're team of the decade, back-to-back decades, like that would be considered a dynasty. Now that would mean I might be giving Dynasty away too much. Feels like you favorite conversation. Is this guy really good or is he a Hall of Famer? You're saying like a dynasty.
The bomb has been planted.
Give away the milk, they're not going to buy the cow. No, Ron must have told you that at some point in life. But if you want to just start giving away Dynasty on the first day, it would just be that turned out the action.
Smoked.
And price stamps, though, do help wherever that whole thing's happening. If you're a part of that dynasty, you got it, though. Connor here, we saw a tattoo on his
Confirmed.
jacked. Right arm there. Or
you're going to make people respect that tattoo.
Amen. Yes.
I'll make it happen. Don't talk about it.
The box.
I'm sitting here with a dumbbell to the rest of the show.
Get you whatever you need. 2 shake weights, 10 shake weights.
Sure, I can do both. Put one on my head.
He watched that. He's watched these 3 episodes in. He's like, this is not for New England Patriot fans. This is for the rest of the NFL. We would have pretty Super Bowls. They lost that over, but here we are talking about every controversy in massive ways. You're a part of it, obviously. We saw that. We're big fans of the fact that you were a part of it. I've not watched it yet, but you got the sense that a lot of Patriots fans are kind of like mixed feelings on what this dynasty is?
No.
No, you do not have that feeling.
Nobody's, that's just all manifested. It's all listen, like, everybody's hating on, like, the Chiefs right now. Well, they hold every game, they don't call it, blah, blah, blah. It's just what happens when you win.
Laying proximity behind.
The Indianapolis Colts ran a successful while beating their asses off themselves at literally an Olympic level. It was amazing. It's like the drunk guy saying that guy shouldn't be driving. It was ridiculous.
What? First of all, you say Colts as in everybody. The players didn't want anything to do with that because every time it got brought up, it was mentioned that we lost by what, 30?
Yeah, I think it was like 48.
Yeah, we ran for like 300 yards. Here's another thing, Pat. For the love of God, why do you guys all and they actually got upset saying there's no case here, stop wasting my time. But then the NFL got panicked because they lost this player.
Bomb defused.
Like, well, we gotta suspend this guy, or every time we suspend somebody, we're gonna have to pay for a lawsuit. And you know the NFL, they're all about money. Okay, well, that's like they just want the troops. They're charging them for a commercial every time you see a troop there. So don't get
Hostile spy
with
plane
these guys.
established
So
overhead.
what they did was they changed their argument. They went back to court. They said, is the NFL a corporation? They said yes. They said it's time for does a corporation have the right to suspend an employee? They said yes. They said, is Tom Brady an employee of our corporation? They said happened. Your stupid study found the exact same number of underinflated balls. Your guy sat on the competition committee. He made the way we covered your receivers illegal, and then you stole our offense, pumped crowd noise into the Hoosier Dome, and won a Super Bowl. But if you want to sit there,
Semtex grenade.
You had to change the rules. They're cheating. You guys acted like a bunch of little girls. The most disrespected dynasty team in the ever. You guys sat there crying like a white woman. Oh my God! 20 years. A lot of that on the internet. I've seen a lot.
Takes a licking, still keeps sticking.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
Time in the history of the NFL, an owner was concerned about a player's health.
We're almost out of time.
Good effect on target. Threat down.
Chin down, eyes up. Get ready to redeploy.
Just so rude, so loud, so often, so consistent. For good reason.
Slide him.
It was a full play against the Patriots. I came in towards the tail end.
Switching
That
sides.
drafted in 09. Obviously, I was there.
You weren't a big part of it. You weren't a big part of it. I was going to say that.
No, but looking back and learning about it all, it was like that team.
Defend the objectives.
That Colts team was very good. Like, very, very good. What Peyton was able to accomplish with that group of dudes who were all very talented, like, they made Indianapolis like a football place. But the New England Patriots every year, sending the game
Part of it. We were a collection of second-round draft picks on down.
Yeah, that's what I
Kind
enjoyed.
of like what you were going up against. Like, that's why I'm excited this year. Patriots. Yes, we're one of the top 5 teams, and I think we're actually going to use it and not trade it. I haven't seen that since you were, your voice was changing back in the...
Well, in the 90s,
Tagged and bagged.
boy, it ended up being okay. But the problem, though, is that it's a celebration. Like, that story you just told right there from the New England Patriots and side there. All very slanted, biased journalism from a stand-up comedian, mostly.
Concealing Proxmine.
To make up for all you other guys. The other 31 teams just whining and bitching.
Why though? Why is everybody whining and bitching though? Why?
Because we were winning. Look what
Bomb active. Enemy cruise missile launch detected. Hostile spy plane established overhead.
Baker requesting napalm
Security
strike.
right has been hacked.
Semtex prime. Body dropped. Male Tango down. Neutralized.
Helicopter is ready to deploy.
Semtex grenade. Setting proximity mine.
Destroyed.
Bomb deactivated.
Deleted. Semtex grenade.
The bomb is deflected. Bomb offline.
Time for the work. Tycoon 49er, ascend Angels 1-1, turn bearing 030.
Strafe incoming on your location.
System identified. Arming Semtex. Concealing prox mine.
MTC is running down.
Baker requesting strafe for a ground attack.
Obviously, that's not going to take place. It never did. Bill.
Swinging back to engage survivors.
In 5 seconds.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for having me.
Good job, CIA. Keep that up and we get to go home. Switching sides. Mission clock extended. Eradicate all objectives. Charges set. Enemy spy plane inbound. Multiple enemy spy plane contacts. Lots to discuss about that one. RTB, CIA.
Step it up. That's not what they're paying us for.
Questions? Hey, wait. Mama, and all with a loss another lawsuit where the NFL is like, wait a second, this doesn't matter because we can just do this, right? It's in his contract. Yeah, we'll suspend him then. I mean, I assume that's all being talked about in the Dynasty documentary. Yeah. Because I'm not 100% sure I remember all of that. But I think this is why this Dynasty doc is going to be good. Even though we're not going to that Austin Carter gets his back because he's a Patriots fan, like so much in this instance, it's almost like an expose, is what you feel.
Yeah, it's one of the stuff that, you know, some of the stuff I was saying, about
I don't think